very good. A third standard में अचानक I started vomiting, puking, and that could not, any medicines could not cure that. So one of my family doctor itself, he suggested to do a creatine test. It's a blood test. So creatine was very high. Because of that, he suggested to go to nephrologist, who is a kidney doctor specialist. So we went there. He did the X-ray scanning. So we got to know my kidney is collapsing. Not completely collapsed, but it's collapsing. I know it's superstitious belief. That's something we should not believe. But being a mom, they can go to any extent to cure her child. She was like blind in that way that time. So she sold her gold bangle, and gave 90,000 for that puja. And after some days, we could see in newspaper that same Baba's ka photo. He was in the jail for the fraud. Before the operation, I had asked my doctor I don't want any pain. I had said him, I don't want any pain. Please do the operation in such a way that I don't feel any pain.
So hello and Kasaka, this is Dishant Tible. Welcome back to the podcast. And आज I want to I am confused ki how are we reaching so many people here? See, first we started off ऐसा इतना छोटा community. Now it is 50,000 people. 50,000 people over here. And guess what? This episode is something very different. And I'll not introduce, I'll not do the thing ki I'm confused ki kaise, bro, how? So this story, when I heard she is from Pune, but basically she's from South, right?
I'm from Bangalore.
Yeah, she's from Bangalore. And the thing happened ki she contacted me and she was like, this happened and I want to tell my story. And I was like, okay, this is really different, because people come on my show for telling things like relationship and everything, but this is very different than relationships and everything. I think so this is a great message that is going to be passed, and this is going to be in English because she's comfortable with it, and her local language is Tulu. So
I'll try to speak in Hindi.
Thoda bahut. So keep your hands together for Shivani. Hi Shivani, how are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How about you?
I am cool. So what struck in your head that you should go on Kissey? Because your story is really different than others, yeah.
Yes.
And I have never heard a patient who has survived so many things is coming here to speak up and give courage to others. But that is a great thing. That is a great initiative which came in your head, and I think so everyone should learn. So let's start from start.
Yes.
And I'd like to hear what the story is and what the scenario was and what things you went through, everything. So let's go to the past, jump in the past and start. So I like to know your name, address, and where you come from and what you're doing.
Yes.
So the mic is yours. Please start.
Yeah, cool. I am Shivani. So I am a law student. I'm studying law right now. Before that, in 2014, I had gone under kidney transplantation. So basically, my mom donated her kidney. So that process was a very different process. My childhood was spent in hospital. So I want to tell that story, how it will be. So that if you check YouTube, there are no such contents. There are no, people don't know, they are not aware about this.
They don't talk about this at all?
Not at all, but you must be knowing there are many who are going through kidney transplantation or dialysis. There are many, and they are on a waiting list. They are waiting for a donor. So I want this issue to be addressed. So that is why I am here. More than for that, background should be in front of the audience. So yeah, that's the reason I am here mainly.
So speaking of which, we'll come to your topic, but I am shocked कि people means I knew that there are like donors and everything, but waiting list for donors,
There are many. There are many. 70 people die every day waiting for a
kidney.
donor. Donor.
Okay.
Not only kidney, liver, lungs,
Any
tissues,
any organ,
pancreas. Not, yeah, there are a few
vital
organs.
organs basically.
Huh. There are few organs which can be donated. There'll be a waiting list. There are many. There are many. Like,
But
it's increasing day by day.
I are you aware of the fact, like people are not aware of the fact कि like there are this hospitals who take organs after death and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So there are few people I've heard they sign a petition or something like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
कि we can donate our organs after we
Mhm.
die. But I didn't knew that there is a waiting list.
There are a lot of waiting lists. They die waiting. And mainly such people who are young, it's very sad to know about it.
Okay.
So there are, like, as you said, there is registration for that.
Mhm.
That Noto, it is a official government website where people can register themselves. Celebrities like Jaya Bachchan, Aishwarya Rai, Gautam Gambhir, Sachin Tendulkar, everyone have registered. They have pledged their organs. So yeah, that's the they have pledged because the society needs to know, but it's not somewhere not being told to the audience. There are many who don't know, they're not aware about this situation at all.
Acha.
So yeah.
But speaking of which, how did your journey start? Like, where did it went wrong? What happened exactly?
So in my childhood, I was like very naughty kid that I was going to school every day and very naughty kid, that last bencher of the class. I was that. I had a gang group of friends, and yeah, this was my till third standard. I was like very good. A third standard में अचानक I started vomiting, puking, and that could not. Any medicines could not cure that. So one of my one of my family doctor itself, he suggested to do a creatine test. It's a
Acha.
blood test.
Acha.
So creatine like was very high. Because of that, he suggested to go to nephrologist, who is a kidney doctor
Specialist. Acha.
specialist. So we went there. He did the X-ray scanning. So we got to know my kidney is collapsing. Not
Okay.
completely collapsed, but it's collapsing.
On its way to like
Huh?
on its way to shut
Yeah,
down.
on its way to anytime it can collapse completely, and I had to start with the dialysis or transplant to karna hi hai anytime. So yeah, obviously I was very young, and my parents didn't wanted me to go through such a big transplantation, such a big operation now. So we went into medicines. Like medicine say kitna years it will go. We have
Push किया जितना
pushed
हो.
it
हाँ.
pushed it. So pehle we went to one nephrologist. He suggested 5 tablets, afternoon, morning, and at night.
Okay.
That was like very strange, but my mom used to mix it with the juices, rice, everything, so that I will eat it. But yeah, I had to do that. I drank all that medicines. After a few days, after 1 week, I could see my skin was cracking. All my skin. I used to tell my earthquake आया है मेरा this main thulu मेरा skin में hole, but this didn't work at all. My vomiting was continuing. So yeah, then somehow we found other doctor, Dr. Sushant Kumar. He just gave one tablet. I still remember that was that red color tablet, and उसमें I was stable, physically stable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I continued his tablet. Even I'm under his observation only till now. Yeah. So उस tablet में sixth, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, all his tablets. But during that time, physically I was fit. Physically थोड़ा बहुत changes हो रहा था. Everything else was fine. Only just tablets was there. When I come to 6th standard, my hemoglobin came down little bit. Because of that, we had to take a injection for hemoglobin.
So after how many years did you like started taking injections and everything?
See, third, fourth, fifth tablets only
Were
was
working.
also was working. So, but at sixth standard, thoda bahut, my hemoglobin came down.
Hmm.
Then slowly, we cannot take long with the medicines. So, since I was like very young, we got to know that's good, but there are many who will not get to know it. At later stage, suddenly we have to do dialysis and suddenly transplantation. So we got to know at the early stage, and tablets worked. It took almost the 4
it
years.
slowed the
Yeah,
process down.
slowly it was collapsing.
But the tablets helped to slow the process down of collapsing. Like the process was the collapsing thing
Slow the
slowed down.
process down, we cannot tell, but to make me stable during
Acha,
that time.
acha,
My creatine was high even that time.
acha.
It will not go down. Once your kidney is collapsed or collapsing, it will not go down.
Mm-hmm.
Your creative will go high only.
Acha.
So with tablets we can adjust thoda
Mhm.
bahut. It's not a permanent solution. It's just a tablet to live normally. As
That's
of now, that's it.
that's what, right? Like slowing the process down of like
Huh,
collapsing.
yeah, we can tell like that. So yeah, that went that way. At sixth standard, my hemoglobin came down. We there was an injection. Seventh standard, me like all my hand leg got swollen up. I could see the proper difference in my face. It was all swollen up, and I we got to know, okay, this time has come. Now we have to start with the dialysis. But if we knew, if we go to doctor, he'll start the dialysis. But somewhere we have always, our parents have a hope. We'll be having a hope. Nahi, aise it should go. Transplant. They cannot see their child
Suffer.
suffer. So we did not go to doctor. Telling that she is suffering. We say her hand and all, it's swollen up. So yeah, I was going to school. I was normally taken care of, and yeah, one day that during that time now, there was a picnic in school. And we had to go to water park, and my parents was like, see yourself, it's I don't think you can go, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go. I wanted to enjoy. Since my leg was like very thick, very heavy, my few steps was equal to 10 steps of other people, other children.
Okay.
It was like I was like a very slow kid. That was the difference. And yeah, but still I wanted to go. Then my parents spoke to teachers to take care of me, and I had gone there. I can tell that's the best day of my life. It can be like other kids used to take 4 rounds of water park, and I used to take that one round, and that I used to get so satisfied. I was like actually enjoying that moment. And yeah, that was like very best day of my life. I enjoyed a lot, and I came back home, and that day night we could see, if I sleep, when I sleep I could not breathe properly. So that went for few days. Then I was sitting and sleeping. I used to sit on my father's lap or mother's lap, few hours on my father's lap, few hours on my mother's lap, and sleep like that, that way. So that how it went like that. Then later on, next day, my breathing problem had increased, and my chest, I could feel the pain in my chest when I breathe in.
Acha.
So I for morning to evening I tried to, we thought that it will come down, it will be proper, but it increased. So we had to go to doctor, we had to go to hospital. So we went, and my dialysis started. So once it started, we knew it will not stop anymore. We have to go with the dialysis, kidney transplantation.
So what if the dialysis process, how it is like, matlab, how long it was, and how did you have to do it? Because I am not aware. I have not seen a dialysis machine. I've heard about it, but people don't know. Can you describe like what is the process?
So what does kidney do? It purifies our impurities of the body. The same thing dialysis also does. You can see 2 holes here, 2 mark here.
Okay, let can you show it on the camera, like, if possible? Wait. Yeah. You can push.
Can you see?
Yeah. Those are, yeah.
There are 2 marks here.
Okay.
This is like due to pricking, of constant pricking. There was about 400 dialysis.
Okay.
Almost 3 years ना 400 dialysis तो होगा ही
Can
मेरा.
you take the mic near? Yeah.
Yeah. There was yeah, for 2 to 3 years I've had dialysis treatment was going on, so obviously 400 dialysis तो होगा ही मेरा.
400.
400
So how
every
frequent?
alternative days I had a.
Okay, every alternative
Huh,
day. I thought
every-
it is weekly or something like that.
No, every alternative days.
Oh my
It
God.
will be thrice a week.
Okay.
So it's a 4 hours process.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens here is in one way the blood goes, वहाँ पर blood purifies, and another way it comes back. So there will be a here this is a fistula. So they will do here, there will be operation here. ये भी operation एक बार नहीं 2 बार हुआ था.
So they cut this section.
Yeah, they cut this section, they do something. I don't know, that is a technical stuff. Before that there will be a dialysis from neck.
Okay.
I don't know, you can see the mark.
Huh.
So
I can see it, but camera can't see it. Like if you
Okay.
can just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
your hair like that. Okay. Those marks, guys, those are like the signs of dialysis.
Yeah.
That's scary, bro.
That you can that time there was this pipe type here. There was a pipe here. From here they used to take all the they used to
Blood.
fix the pipe, and blood used to flow from this side.
Okay, so
That was how.
okay.
For 1 or 2 months, I guess, from neck dialysis was going on. Later on, they started with this. From neck, they cannot do it for long period of time. There will be a chances of infection. So then they started with the hand. And maybe first time it did not work. This operation did not work. Fistula. Second time it worked, and finally my hand. But this hand, they had to prick every day. Here at least, just they used to fix the pipe.
So it was like attached.
It was attached, and there was a small pipe. ऐसे.
Okay, that is way scary. Well, you used to carry that pipe around school and everything.
Yeah, I used to go with that to school.
Okay, so people used to what was the reaction of people around you?
I said, I had really good friends. I had a gang of people, but everyone just stopped speaking to me.
They found it weird.
They obviously found it weird. They are also kids. I was like, what to do? I have no other options. I used to go to school. I was a silent kid. From that naughty, always bubbly wala kid to I transferred to silent kid.
Achha, so it also affected your mental health a bit.
Yeah, it kind of affected, but there was a lot of love from doctors, from nurses of the hospital, from my parents. So that somehow I managed.
So yeah.
If the same would happen now, we would have a lot of traumas inside. But since I was a kid that time, we don't take much of negative steps.
Yeah.
We don't take much of negative stuffs. We just feel happy when someone comes, tell us, how are you? So I was not like mentally utna stressful nahi thi. So yeah, my dialysis started. And during that 7th, I was in 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, dialysis was going on. And during that time, lot of fluctuations happens in our body. Because
what kind of fluctuations?
There is a chances of your BP going up and down.
On the spot while the dialysis is going on?
While dialysis going on, there is a high chances of your BP going down.
Okay.
If you don't go for a dialysis, there is high chances of your BP going up. So there is always fluctuation, because what dialysis do, it removes the excess salt also. Salt is sense kind of an impurity. So it removes that. If there is a lot of salt, saline in our body, our BP goes high. So that keeps on fluctuating. There are particles, there are many things in our blood, so that all fluctuates. So we always suggest for younger people who are undergoing kidney transplant, who are undergoing dialysis, it's better to go get into a kidney transplantation, and then that is a permanent solution. So dialysis is not a permanent solution. they don't prefer, even doctors don't prefer dialysis for long.
So if you are suggesting if the person is like young, how young?
How young in the sense 45 maybe, younger than 45 or 50.
Okay, that young, cool.
Mhm.
So okay, because I had someone in my building itself, two people.
Hmm.
Both of them died while having dialysis.
Yeah, there are many in front of my eyes. There are many who died. So now if I see someone's dead body, I don't feel anything. Like I have seen all that. I have seen many people dying in front of me.
Can you share any experience, like if you remember about it?
Yeah, my dialysis was going on. Front bed there was another dialysis. He going on. He was like maybe 55,
Hmm.
maybe not more than 60.
Okay,
So-
around 55, 60 we can say.
Yeah, we can say he was like started breathing heavily. Then later, then his eyeballs went up. Then they came. I mean, nurses came. They started pumping. There was a something machine where they put some ventilator. They pumped, but still it did not work. They did what to tell for.
CPR.
They did that, but that also did not work. Then later, we got the news he's no more, and
Eh.
it just happened in front of me.
And how old were you?
I was 13.
It
12,
must
13.
be a shock for you, like fuck, क्या हो गया ये?
Yeah, it was like I was like, okay, it was like I don't know what to say. Now it would have gone. I would be in very big trauma, but that time I was okay. I was seeing that every day, almost every day, every time, everyone something
my
or the
God.
other thing going on in the hospital. So that was very normal thing for me, to be frank.
But it never crossed your head कि like
Someone died.
someone died, or like this can happen on my side also, or like that.
No, thank God that never happened.
that thought never came in your mind.
That thought never came. Now it would have come, but not that time.
Okay, that's great. That might be a reason also कि people might be dying कि they must be thinking कि like okay,
Huh.
I'm done.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a suffering,
obviously,
and like
huh.
they decide for
We must be
themselves.
mentally strong. I used to go to school every day. My routine was like get up at the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock going to school. My father used to drop me everywhere. He used to drop me to the school 3 o'clock. Till 3 o'clock my school used to go on and come back. My father used to take me to the good restaurant. He always we used to eat good food, and from restaurant directly we used to go to dialysis unit
Every day.
every alternative days.
Okay.
So dialysis, that was my everyday routine till 8:30. My dialysis was going on. My father was waiting outside, and then he was taking me back home. My mom used to make fresh fruit. She used to feed me, and I used to sleep. That was my routine every alternative days.
But
during
your
that time.
dad, you had told me that your dad lost his job or something like that because of this, right?
Yes. He was an advocate. He was well to do financially in terms of his career also before. But once my dialysis started, now he did not have any time to look into his career. Like he used to drop me, used to come back with me, used to wait in the hospital during my dialysis, so he could not focus on his career during that time. So his cases started reducing. He was advocate, so he did not take cases during that time. So slowly his career that reduced. Then he completely stopped for some time, for years, 1 year I guess,
Acha, because you okay.
because of me. Because
So he was having a franchisee by himself, or like he was like working as an advocate with
he was a
someone.
private.
Okay,
Uh,
cool.
he had his own office. He was a private advocate.
With that, God forbid, but like if it was someone else, there would have been a mental breakdown. And I know na, he like
I now I'm getting to know he has gone through so much. That time I used to take we take our parents so much
lightly.
lightly. We take advantage of them. We scold them. That's so.
One sec. Huh? Yeah.
We take our parents for granted. We take advantage of them. That's so sad. Now after I lost him, now I'm getting to know what and all he did for me.
When did you lose him?
when 2.5 years back.
due to COVID.
No,
Mm.
not due to it was a heart attack, sudden heart attack. He was
As-
all fine.
as a stress, I can understand. Sorry for that, but like,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, your parents are like so brave. I must say, ki like I thank them for like doing whatever they did. They did the karma very good.
Obviously,
And
he must have gone through so much. Any parent, if we see someone stranger suffering with some disease, we feel so heavy when they see their own parents, their own
kid,
kid. How now I'm getting to know, when I think about it, I'm feeling like, okay, they have suffered a lot. It's not me. More than me, I can tell my parents have suffered a lot.
hmm.
Seeing that, all that. So yeah, during that dialysis, lot of fluctuations keep on it keep on happening. So one day, what happened, there was few incidents due to one medicine. My hair growth increased in my face, in all over my body, even in my face, forehead or upper lips, everywhere, here, everywhere. So I was looking really bad, and I was like very thin also that time during dialysis, like very thin. Only my bones was looking. So yeah, that time I had gone to market with my mom, and there was a shopkeeper who asked my mom that, is she your servant? Why are you taking her wherever you go? uh, like, I know I was looking weird, but they cannot comment on anyone like that.
People don't think usually before saying anything.
They don't think. And my mom, being a mom, she screwed that person. She said, I'm proud of it. She's my daughter, and she's suffering with from something. And she cried. I did not
You didn't
process
know,
it
yeah.
that time, but she came to home and she was thinking about it. I got to know, okay, it it touched her heart. She was sad because of that. So don't comment on anyone's looks, yeah. Looks
Because
doesn't.
coming like talking about this, right?
Hmm.
Have you seen recent Instagram, like if someone just posts something, people start commenting
Hmm.
anything they want, and
Yeah, I
it's very
know.
toxic out there.
Hmm.
So I,
Even a dark skinned people, kali ladki, वैसे like,
hmm,
how? Why?
what and how, I don't understand why people do that, but like I think so this culture should stop. Like very toxic people are getting day by day.
It triggers our mental health.
Exactly.
It
To motivate
triggers.
someone, that day I was reading a comment. So there was a healthy woman. She was like obese, I can say, not healthy. But she was dancing. She was trying to dance. So
Okay.
people were commenting Tuntun Mosi for no reason at all. Yeah, I was feeling like, Q, bro,
Yeah,
Q.
we have to appreciate. Do we have the courage to do that? Before that, think that we have to, like, I don't know why the people have been so toxic nowadays. It's really
Even
sad to
even
know.
if I cut this reels now, if
Uh-huh.
they'll be commenting on you before anything happens, they'll be just speaking. Then they'll know, ki, oh shit, this happened. So then they'll be sorry. So like people, I don't know what and how they learned this, but this is speak. Just like
It
मतलब वो
is.
निकल जाता है उनके मुंह से, and it is not, I am feeling bad for it. Like people just speak and like forget what is happening around them.
Their mind is so negative.
Hmm.
Their mind is so negative that they find everything negative only. That's the and their life. Do you think they will be happy in their life? I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Definitely not.
Not at all. But these are like kids only itself. Like they are around 19, 20 years old. बच्चे ही है ये लोग. So वो लोग का time है. But speaking of the tablet which was given, was it a steroid? Because most probably a steroid will cause such reactions.
Maybe, I don't know, yeah. I don't know. That was only few period of time. Then because of this problem, they stopped it. They
Mhm.
stopped that tablet. I don't know which tablet was that exactly.
Mhm. Might be a steroid. I am not sure. If any doctor knows it, please comment down below.
Yeah.
Any reaction, we'll like to know. I'll like to know. But once you stopped it, you had any alternate medication for that, or like what was the thing?
There was an alternate tablet
Hmm.
for that. I don't even remember why was that tablet given. That was given all of the sudden, and they stopped it once they could see the changes in my body. So I don't know what was that exactly.
Are this doctor what experimenting on some people or what?
I don't know, but thankfully I should tell that my doctor was the best doctor. He how much he could do, he have done.
अच्छा, जितना
It
possible
was
था.
I cannot blame on doctors. We cannot blame on doctors. They are not God. Okay, like recently one incident has happened. A women died while giving birth to a child, and hospital के बाहर इतना like strike हो ये had happened. Like I know that was not a pleasant incident. That was like very unfortunate.
Hmm.
But blaming a doctor is not a solution.
Hmm.
They will try their best. It they will definitely not do it with the intention, right?
Hmm.
They will definitely not do with the intention. There will be some medical complications, that will be the reason. So we cannot blame doctors on everything.
Like as said, right, ki not all doctors are bad, but some doctors might be. Some
Yeah,
doctors are greedy
maybe.
for money and everything.
Yeah,
But you were fortunate
I
enough
was
to
fortunate with that.
to get a doctor who, because there is a doctor coming up soon on our Kissey platform, so he's gonna speak how doctors like cheat on patients and everything. So that episode is coming very soon. I think so it will come after 3-4 weeks post this episode. So he was telling ki like how doctors force you to get a surgery, how they give you such tablets that you are forced to get a surgery or your health gets in a situation. And I was like, are you serious
I've
about
heard lot
it?
of stories about it, like
Hmm.
such stories. I'm really fortunate that I have not. I'm very fortunate. Mainly in such incidents, na, we must be very careful about it.
Hmm.
So
But then what was the next thing that happened? Like how long was this process of dialysis going on?
it was for 3 years. There was one more incident. Okay.
Was it your phone?
Yeah. Okay, there was one more incident where like I had come for dialysis to home, and I had severe headache. I usually don't get headache वैसे. One at the one side, I don't know, maybe we call it migraine.
Migraine, yeah.
Yeah, migraine. One side तो migraine होता है ना. So we thought it's migraine, and I tied a cloth on my head and I slept. And when I get up in the next day, I could see myself in the ICU. I was like so shocked, and there were no family around. Obviously, I was like so. I have that image even now. When I opened my eyes, there was just three lines here. There was a AC of ICU. I still have that image, and I was so sad. I was like, why am I here in ICU? I cried, and one nurse came. She was like, this happened. You had got fits, and because of high BP, your BP had gone very high, and yeah, you had got fits, and you were on coma for some time, and now I got up. It's like, okay.
Okay, how many days were you in coma?
No, I was for a few hours.
Okay,
And night I had slept. In the morning they had taken. I got fits, I guess, at 7 o'clock around. I got fits, and in the evening I got up. It was like that. And I wanted to see my mom. This was like I wanted to see my mom. I always sleep in beside my mom. So I was like, please, mom ko bulao. They did not allow for that. ICU, there will be a lot of precautions. They did not allow, but I was like shouting. I want my mom to be here. Then she came. Then I said, please sleep beside me. So I was like, I cannot do that, right? It's ICU. No, do like. But I was that. I don't know why, but that day was like very weak. That was I don't know. That was unfortunate incident. I was never so weak throughout my dialysis time. That day was like very sad for me. So that I cannot forget that. So whenever if you are in a dialysis, doctors will tell that don't take much of salt, all that, and follow that, please.
So was there a diet for you, special diet or something?
Yeah, I had to not take much of liquid and salt So BP goes high because of salt.
Hmm.
So we must follow that. Whatever doctor says, please follow that. That's one thing I always tell. So yeah, that happened. So such various incidents. Every once in 3 months, I used to get admitted in hospital for some or the other reason.
Okay. So the medical expenses were like on
Medical
the roof.
expenses a lot during that time. Now my mom's side car, like, property was sold. Because of that, all our expenses was taken care of. So my father had left his job, and my brother was still studying, and I am a student, obviously. So yeah, so with that money we used to take care of everything. And yeah, then my operation time came, and during that time, hepatitis again. And
Oh God.
uh, during that time, during the transplantation, there must be no such you know complications in our body.
Hmm.
So there must be everything fine. And so they so because of hepatitis again, about few months, my transplantation
What
got.
kind of hepatitis? A, B, or C?
I have no idea. I was scared, I don't know.
How I am because I'm new to all this, so I have no idea what is exactly going on.
Because of dialysis itself.
Okay, so oof.
Because there's a dialyzer during dialysis. I don't know, I remember them telling we should not repeat that dialyzer multiple times. Dialyzer is a filter where our blood gets filtered.
Okay, so were they using it for many people or just you?
I don't even remember, but because of using it for multiple times, that comes. Only me, I'm not sure about it. I don't think they will use it for other people. With me itself.
But that's dangerous, like hepatitis, and I'm like, oh my God, because it's really it
And
affects
that
your
injection for that, which I had to take 14 injection, I guess, something. It was 14,000 rupees for one injection.
Oh my fucking God. Oh God, 14,000 for one injection. I know it is health, but
Not 14,000 for one injection, but how many times I don't remember. 14 times, or I don't know, but there were multiple times of that.
this is more than multiple, yeah.
I know. And
And
dialysis also, every alternative days we have to do a dialysis. Dialysis that time used to take 2,000 rupees. Now it would have increased a lot more. What will
and when was this? This was before 2015, right?
before 2015, 2013, 2014, 2014 मेरा transplantation हुआ था. 12, 13, that time it was 2004 one dialysis.
Your then this was around I think so. It might be 5 to 6 lakh rupees in today's day and age for all the injections.
Total it was almost 30 lakhs including my transplantation.
Oh God. Shit.
5-6 lakhs is nothing if you're into
I,
this
I was just
situation.
counting the injections that you bombed me with the amount of total expense. But that is a
Including dialysis, everything, and transplantation, it must be gone more
that
than
is a
30 lakhs.
price to pay if you're not. Guys, that's the reason why when someone tells you to buy an insurance, this is the reason. Buy
Yeah.
insurance. If any insurance company is watching, please.
Yeah, I don't get insurance. I'm not getting insurance now
What for what?
because they are telling you have some this disease. You cannot. There's some chronic disease. I don't know, but yeah, for such people they will not give insurance because
You have
it's.
anything right now?
I don't have any insurance right now.
But any health issues?
Tablets are there. 5 to 6 thousand per month. It goes into tablets,
Okay.
and every 3 months I have to go for a health checkup, normal health checkup. There will be a blood test, and
But everything is going perfectly and
yeah, now everything is fine. But tablets are
smoothly.
there. Tablets are for lifelong, so that cannot be reduced or stopped.
But what was the main reason to for the kidneys to collapse? Are you aware of that?
For me it was from the birth itself.
The defect was from the birth.
Hmm. But it will happen if you have diabetes
Hmm.
also.
You have anything like that?
I didn't have any diabetes issues. It for me it was like from birth itself. No, so uh, I don't know how it came, but yeah, mainly for people it comes because of diabetes, or uh, if they drink alcohol, because of that.
Alcohol is steroid use is also like people who
Hmm.
take for bodybuilding and
Yeah.
because some I have heard many guys saying कि मेरा creatine level high हो गया था. Like being in fitness industry myself, I've heard that a lot. कि people say this कि they take steroids and the creatine level is increasing and then they go on dialysis and everything.
Hmm.
But it is really an awareness part कि you're telling everything like this because it's not easy to
It's
spend
not
30.
easy.
Easy तो छोड़ दो guys. Like मैं बोल रहा because I am very dumb as a person to speak. I am very like my character is like a joy boy, but 30 lakhs for your life is really serious. If your life can't be compared in money, but just think, guys, just sit and think. Na, if in her space there was a person and there are people
There are
who
people.
don't have cash to spend,
Hmm.
who don't have money to spend, who don't have things to properly function, what must be the because so I like to share an experience by like this year itself. Okay, so we me and Sanskar itself
Hmm.
went for Secret Santa at the cancer hospital in
Okay.
Tata.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So there are people sleeping here and there on the road. And we were aware that people are sleeping, so that's why we went to give clothes and everything. But these people came to snatch everything that is possible. The reason to do
Oh.
that was they were not getting enough of stuff. And there were cancer patients who were there, and we felt like it was a zombie apocalypse. Not
Hmm.
joking, but like those people didn't had a jaw or like the things which were rotten by cancer or like something like
So
that,
sad.
pipes
Hmm.
and everything. So looking at this condition, thinking about how you might have gone through everything and you're standing right now is really hats off, yeah. Seriously, the courage that you had is not easy and simple. How can you suggest someone to keep because in
Hmm.
today's day and age, people slight discomfort, people do suicide.
I know a lot of them.
So what can
Exactly.
you suggest for such people?
Your life is big and you have no idea what might come.
Hmm.
Be ready for that and be positive. यार कल होना हो.
Hmm.
Enjoy your life to
Hmm.
the fullest. Now I'm like enjoying my life. I'm not thinking much. Don't do overthink. Just chill यार. Chill करो life में. It's all not a temporary thing.
Hmm.
Nothing is permanent here. Every time heals everything. That's one thing I always remember whenever some problems come. Time heals everything. Wait for some time. You will know, you will get a solution.
Hmm.
So I have made myself a lot positive all these days, and I'm trying it consciously even now, so that be positive. That's one thing I always tell everyone.
Hmm.
So chill karo. It's life is not complicated as you think. uh, you have There are much bigger problems in life. Yeah.
And there are people that like people are there who are suffering much more than you are. So
Yeah.
I think so you shouldn't just do the things which are harmful for your life. Anyways, coming back on the topic, so when was this stopped? Like when did your parents decided to okay, it's time now, we need to donate the kidney? And how was it ki your like your mother came front in upfront and like she was like I'll
I
give.
know. Yeah. Okay, during dialysis now, we were constantly trying for not doing transplantation. We had my mom and me, my father, we used to keep him aside in this matter. My mom and me, my mom used to take to each and every babas possible, thinking that everyone used to tell you, take this, you'll be cured. You take this tablet, not tablet, ये root सब होता है ना, you will be cured. You need not go to you not go to dialysis or transplantation. Everyone used to tell that.
Babas, as in, can you explain what?
There was one Baba, like, we went very far away near Tamil Nadu, I guess. So there, we heard that if we go there, if we do one puja, there was Shivling. If we do the puja over there, you will be cured.
Hmm.
I know it's superstitious belief. That's something we should not believe. But being a mom, they can go to any extent to cure her child.
Hmm.
She was like blind in that way that time. So she sold her gold bangle, and gave 90,000 for that puja.
Oh God.
And after some days, we could see in newspaper that same Baba's ka photo. He was in the jail for the fraud.
You know who this Baba was by name?
His name I don't remember. It was long back now. But such things, so we had gone for many such things. We had gone to one house, like he used to tell, there was a box kind of a thing. He used to put me inside that box and make me sleep, and he used to put a shawl on it, and he used to tell, sleep for 1 or 2 hours and you'll be cured. I went and do this for every week or something. We went, we used to go there, and I used to sleep there and come back. That and all did not really work. We had many such incidents. You should not, like, there are many scientists, there are many researchers going on, and getting into, they have working for it. Such stuffs, superstitious stuff doesn't.
See, I agree. Like this won't work, but I have seen some yogiks. So there are few yogis who are capable of doing such stuff, but that ratio is like 1 in a million.
One in exactly, yeah.
Not everyone can do it. So, but thank you for sharing this, because this is gonna really
Fake
help.
babas. There are
Ah.
many fake babas out there. Many. I went to church. I went to mosque. I went to temples. They'll give us shanti. They'll give us peace. Temples, mosque, everything. I believe in God, but they cannot cure. Yeah, they have provided us with this situation for some reason. I've learned a lot because of this. So we had to. I believe in destiny. We have to go through everything.
So you believe that you have to go through karma.
Huh.
So
Karma.
that is what you are telling people, right?
Yeah.
That is a nice thing, because you might have gone through some cycle of life previously or done
Obviously.
something. That's why
Maybe.
you are going through this. So that is what you mean. That's cool, because I myself also believe in same thing, because if I'm going anywhere wrong or like something is happening, I used to blame God ki like, what is this? But now when I understand that it might have been my mistake somewhere. So I have to like make sure that it doesn't repeat, or like the mistake is solved by me only and not blame anyone. But nice, thank you for bringing that up.
This
Because
also answers one question: why me?
yeah.
We always ask that, why me? This is the answer for it.
There are, it is logical to say ki like, if you really believe in karma na, then magic and miracles happen. Because you once you start understanding karma, it's not karma, it's karma nahi hai, wo karma hai. Because people say karma, but once you understand karma na, you reach at a point that you are understanding yourself. It's that great. But fucking great, bro. Your courage is, and you used to go with your mom for
Everywhere. All this.
in that situation itself.
Uh,
How? What was in on your head? Like, are you crazy woman or something?
I was just following my mom. My mom was so blind towards her child that she used to take me everywhere possible to make me cure. That's a blind
That
love.
love, yeah,
that's
exactly. I was gonna
unconditional
say the same thing. That is a blind love, because people would be like, "Oh, she's calling her mom blind." No, she's calling her mom blind in love. That is the faith that she has,
love. Yeah.
and that's crazy. I seriously salute your mom. And like, well, like, let's get to the point. When was that thing declared? It is final key. You have to go through a transplant, and like this is done. Were you
Doctor
all
had
nerve?
said long back when I was in third standard only. Now only you do that will be better. Doctor had said that, but we wanted to push it for long. So dialysis started. We
But if you had done it previously,
hmm,
would you have been better?
it would
If
be better. It would be actually better. I did not go through all this dialysis stuffs and all. It would be much better, and I would be healthy. So yeah, do it as soon as possible if anyone is going through such things.
so, anyone going through any kind of organ failure,
Hmm.
it's better to have a transplant if suggested as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. I don't suggest it for older people, but younger ones I suggest to get into it.
Okay, cool, cool, works. So, 1 second. Hello. It's fine. So, how did it match? Like, what were you on waiting list or something like that?
For me, that time there was so much of cases. For me, I was not in the waiting list because my mom itself, her blood, this suited me. It matched her blood. What do we call?
What?
A positive, B positive.
Blood group, right?
Blood group.
Hmm.
Not only blood group, there are various other tests for the person to donate any organ. So we had to go through all those tests. There are various tests, and we have to also take approval from the government for that,
This is strange. Why government?
because there must be a consent from a donor and a receiver, and it should not be paid. There must be no
Okay, the smuggling
paid
thing.
donation. That's illegal.
Okay, the smuggling thing. Okay,
Huh,
okay.
huh. So whenever such things happen, there will be a government approval also. So we had to go through that. There was an interview of me. They were like, "Are you fine with that? Why do you want to do this?" All those. With my mom, do you have consent of donating? Was this forceful? Even if we are mother daughter, they ask this question. So yeah, after government approval, then it was day of the day after my 400 of dialysis, various injections, tests, everything. My childhood was completely spent in the hospital, and it was the day of kidney transplantation. It, January 11th 2014 was my birthday.
Hmm.
January 15th 2014 was my birthday. I call it rebirthday. My mom itself uh, uh, gave a life for her child again by giving
Okay,
her
on your
organ.
birthday itself.
11th was my birthday, 15th was the transplantation.
Okay, the week. It's, you can say a week.
In a week. So yeah, 15th on that day, 7 o'clock morning, they took me. They tied all the hair. They put me into the operation theater. After half an hour, they took my mom. Me while I was going, I was like, more. I was not scared to be frank. It was my mom whose eyes was always tearing
Tearing.
up, completely tearing up. And I gave a huge hug with my brother, and my father was standing, and he was like so scared. He was in a shock. What, my wife, my daughter, everyone is going into the operation. Look into the, like, how the mental situation of our family that time. Yeah, then after I was taken into the operation theater, my mom was taken into the operation theater, and operation happened. I got up, and after my operation na, they have to see that is this been successful. When I urinate, uh, if I urinate properly, that means this is successful. So they waited for that. It was all success. Everyone was like, "You're good to do now, Shivani," and they took me to the KTU. KTU is kidney transplant unit. It's like one room, no one is allowed inside, only one nurse and me. And I was there for 20 days, and my mom was discharged within 1 week or 10 days. Within 1 week, she was discharged. She was all fine. Before the operation, I had asked my doctor to, I don't want any pain. I had said him, I don't want any pain. Please do the operation in such a way that I don't feel any pain. And I did not find any pain even in my stitches.
Okay, that's great. It's great to
Actually,
hear.
and I really respect my doctor. Like even now, he comes next to my God. Like there are two doctors, Dr. Sushant Kumar and Dr. Prashant Mara. They are literally God for me, who saved me in such situation. I really didn't had any pain. Yeah, I was in the KTU that time. Our parents could come just for 5 minutes, not more than that, and could see me only with that. There was a kind of glass. Only with that glass they could see me. They could not come and talk to me. Or I waited for 10 days, 15 days. Then on 16th or 17th day, I just broke down. I said I want to see my mom. At least I want to touch my mom. I was so close to her. I just wanted to touch my mom.
But why are you separated from your parents? Like,
You know what transplantation does? Transplant the body, the object which has been transferred to our body is a foreign object. So there is a chances of our body rejecting it because it's a foreign object. Our immune rejects the foreign objects, right? So the such things will be in high dosage of deleting an immunity from our body. So in such situation, there is a high chance of infection. So small thing can infect us a lot. So in
so
such
basically you were quarantined.
quarantine, yes, I have seen quarantine long back. I can, yeah, basically I was quarantined for not for we have to be in a quarantine for about 6 months.
What?
6 months, yeah.
6 months you were in the hospital itself?
For 20 days I was in the hospital. The other After that, when I come to home, I was inside the room.
Okay, so
where
your parents could meet you, or
they could come once in a while. They could meet me, but not like be with me always. If they go out, when they come out, they cannot directly come to me.
so
They
they
have
had to
to
wash themselves,
Huh.
clean themselves, sanitize themselves, and then
Yeah.
they used to wear mask and everything.
Mask they did for about 4 months. Even I used to wear mask when I come out of my room in my own house. When I come to living room, I used to put mask and come out.
So you have seen a pandemic before the
Before
pandemic
the
itself.
yeah, exactly. So that was the situation. And my room ka
It's fine. It's fine.
room ka door was also glass. They removed the wooden door and put the glass so that I could see TV from inside the room.
Okay.
So all that arrangements was done
And this was in Pune,
in Mangalore.
Mangalore.
I belong to Mangalore. I just came to Pune 1 year back for my studies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this all happened in Mangalore.
Okay. Now your mom is here in like
No,
Pune or
she's in
Mangalore.
Mangalore itself.
Okay.
I'm living alone in Mumbai, in Pune.
How are you doing in Mumbai? Oh my god. Such a brave kid, bro.
It's
Khatarnak.
been 10 years. I'm
Hmm.
fine now. I'm like just like all
It has
others.
built you up in a way ki you can go through any situation right now. I
Huh?
feel it has built you up in a way ki you can go
Yeah, exactly.
through any mental situation right now.
It made me very strong. Yeah, इतना कुछ देखा है अभी. Nothing. This is
nothing wrong,
nothing.
yeah.
Life is chill now.
You have touched death and came back, you can say.
Yeah.
But crazy. And this quarantine thing, how did it came to an end?
How? Yeah, 6 months I was inside the room itself. Oh, I had to.
So school and everything, what was the situation?
My school helped me a lot. They used to give me अटेंडेंस सब कुछ नहीं था मेरे लिए. They used to take me वैसे ही, like from only for last exam I have to write my exam, and they used to promote me, and financially also they helped me a lot.
Okay, that's nice.
Financially also they did not take complete fees and all. So that was the situation in the house. But board we cannot skip, right? 9th standard मेरा operation हुआ था. 10th standard was the board exam. So 10th standard, from the starting itself I went to college, I'm in school that time. uh, and I was going, I could not go very every day because of my health issues. Last में क्या हुआ था, like there will be after prelims, there will be 1 or 2 weeks of gap ना. मेरा मैथ्स टीचर सब बिठा के सिर्फ मेरे लिए she used to give tuitions in school,
Hmm.
so that I can, like a 7th 8th 9th, I had literally not studied. It was
But
just
you had to, like, this operation thing happened before the this thing transplant, like before the exam thing happened, before the transplant or after the exam?
after the transplant. 9th standard,
Your
my
transplant
transplantation
happened.
happened. 10th,
At
10th is board exam.
10th you were like maintaining yourself and like coming on to a level, like normal
Yeah,
levels.
6 months, after 6 months quarantine. And in the middle, I was diabetic also for some time after
How?
transplant. I don't know, maybe because of tablets. They said because of that tablet I take even now, but that was new to my body, right? So maybe because of that, for some time I had
Type
diabetes
1 or
also.
type 2? No
I have
idea.
no idea about it. I guess the not permanent one, temporary.
Type 1, I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
If don't shout if I'm wrong, because I'm not a medical student. I just know this
Yeah.
random informations. That's why I'm talking
Even
about it.
me, this is a disclaimer. We talk. We are
She
not
has
medical.
gone through it, but she doesn't know. Because she
I'm
was.
not a medical professional. I'm just telling my experience here.
That's crazy. That's crazy how you have went through so many things, and this is not easy for anyone. Again, we have spoken about this, but as you were saying, you wanted to spread awareness and like in future might be have an NGO or something like that to help. So, what is the plan that you are holding in your head? Would you like to share some output or like some words with people? What should they do? How should they take care of themselves? And what donation thing is? So you can say whatever you feel like.
Um, do you know you can live even after you die?
Oh, what? Wait, what?
You can live even after you die, because imagine you have registered yourself with Noto. Noto is registering yourself for pledging an organ,
Mm-hmm.
which celebrities have also done for the awareness.
Hmm.
Like Aishwarya Rai, Jaya Bachchan, Gautam Gambhir, many. Uh, so you can pledge your organ that way by registering yourself. What happens that you have heard about brain death?
Mm-hmm.
In such situation, they take a consent of our parents or family, and if they're okay with that, one person can save 8 people by donating their eyes,
Eyes.
lungs, part of a lungs, not complete lungs, part of a lungs and part of a liver, kidney.
But it is said that like liver relapses, like it recovers and it builds up 100%.
Huh.
It is only the organ. It is only a organ which can reconstruct itself. So
Yes, exactly.
that's a good thing that if someone's kidney is transplanted and it is recovered, then it is really great.
That's what. That person is gone. We cannot do anything. But he's living with, but his organ is living with 8 other people.
Hmm.
Think about it. How proud the parents must be.
Hmm.
How proud the family will be. And that's a blessing we get
Hmm.
to save others. So that is the awareness we should give people.
Hmm.
So that is why I'm here. And yeah, you can, if you register. So brain death kabhi bhi, if you hear such thing, brain death hua hai,
Hmm.
just inform the family that, listen, there is such thing where your you have lost your daughter or son maybe, but he or she can live for many other,
Mm.
in many other forms.
Forms.
So some people think donating your eyes means they will grab our eyeballs, and that their body will look scary, but it is not like that. Just a small tissue of our cornea will be removed, which will not be even could not, we cannot see anything. That it will be normal. You will be normal as anyone. Your body will be normal. So don't think that. And some people think आत्मा को शांति नहीं मिलेगा if their organ is donated. No. No.
Nothing as such.
There's nothing as such. So yeah, that's something we can do by the people.
But have you know, there is a story. So recently itself, I was going through some articles, and so I heard this story where this girl, she's a small girl itself, 12 to 15-year-old. So this is not in India, it's outside India somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So she got her heart transplant.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a big thing because heart transplant
actually.
is very difficult, it seems. And she got her heart transplant, but she started getting these visions, you know, कि someone is trying to kill her, someone is trying to
Okay.
stab her, someone is trying to grab her by neck, and this used to be constant.
Okay.
The same person, same place, same situation every time.
Huh.
When she told her parents about this, her parents went to the doctor. The doctor said कि the heart was taken from a person who was killed, and she was registered as a
Okay.
donor. Okay. So she was seeing these things because her heart has some like cells and like memories of the incident itself. So she was getting all the relapse. So when it is said that your heart is also like your brain, it is true because your heart also has some kind of information storing cells.
Yeah, yeah.
So she used to see and she helped the case. Okay, she helped with the case to be
Oh.
solved, and she caught the criminal, and the criminal was being hanged. So this is, and you guys can Google the case. It is there on Google itself. You can see. If I had a screen, I would have showed you, but I don't have a screen right now. But this, I was like, oh my god, this is so crazy. Like if someone has some karma to deal with, this is how God plays, and this is really
Exactly.
crazy. But this is a story which I had, and
It had the case. That is like
yeah. I'll show
crazy.
you once the podcast is done.
Uh-huh.
I'll search your wait heart. So it is really, yeah, it is solves the murder of a donor.
Oh,
It is
oh.
a big thing, and this was 10th October 2022.
Recently.
Recent incident. So memory transfers, like there are some, because you said like Atma ko shanti nahi milegi, but it is not Atma in itself. It is the memory if
It's
of
huh.
the traumatized which goes. But there are few organs which do this, such as brain or heart. I don't think other organs can do it.
Heart maybe.
Hmm. But eyes are more of like very common in India.
Yeah.
Eyes are being donated a lot. Kidneys, I'm not sure because I've seen 3 to 4 people die of kidney issue, and you are here telling ki you are successful, and it is kind of safe to have a transplant done.
Yeah, it's very safe.
And like,
Dialysis is, it fluctuates. Your body fluctuates a lot in dialysis. So dialysis is not a
but
permanent situation.
tell me one thing:
Hmm.
is everyone like, if your organ is failing, right?
Hmm.
Then what is better, dialysis or kidney transplant?
Failing, it's not completely failed.
Like situation like you collapsing. Let's say
Hmm.
it's collapsing.
It's obviously transplantation.
transplantation.
Huh.
Then are you aware of the situation ki why people are not doing it?
Because they are scared. There are, I know there are few incidents transplant after transplantation within few uh, days or within few months the person die, the receiver die.
But
But they
staying on
they look
dialysis,
into that one situation, one person, and they are scared, ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ तो.
but
That is
staying on dialysis will kill you eventually.
huh.
Staying on dialysis will kill you
Yeah,
eventually.
eventually, yeah. If my dialysis would continue till now, I don't think so. Till now, I would be alive by now.
Because I can say it, seen people max 5-6 years on dialysis. After
Hmm.
that, I have not seen anyone staying. If that person is great, then
You
only
know,
because
we must be mentally strong.
hmm, because you have seen that saint. I forgot his name. That I forgot his name, but he wears all yellow and he's bearded. He wears a yellow chandan tilak.
Mm-hmm.
So he has
Ha ha
his.
ha, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
The
a
Virat Kohli and Anushka
ha
had also
the
gone there.
Radha Bhakt. So he is both the kidneys have failed,
Hmm.
and yet he is there giving pravachans and everything. So he's like
कुछ
चमत्कार
नहीं होगा.
वमत्कार कुछ नहीं रहता,
हाँ.
बस राधा नाम लो और हिम्मत करो. मतलब
हाँ.
he's like mentally strong रहो.
Be mentally. He's going through dialysis or
Dialysis
dialysis.
every
Yeah.
week, but he walks and everything.
Huh.
He's perfect.
I have seen it. I was going to dialysis. No, I have seen they come from office. They are just normal as others. There are many whom you think are very healthy, but they are going through dialysis. वो mental strength होना चाहिए, positive रहो. There's nothing. If you, it's all in your mind.
Hmm.
It's all in your mind. If you think you're strong, you are strong. If you
Crazy,
think
crazy.
you're weak, you're weak.
That's true, na? Because if you see, the world works that way. As we said earlier, ki like if your mental health is there, you can battle through any situation. Right now, you have been constructing your mental health in a way ki you have been so strong and you have seen such great transformation in your life. And that's great. Hats off. Any last rounding words that you like to give before closing off?
See, that I have few people.
Hmm.
There are three of them. Two are going through dialysis, and both three are also, two are girls and one is a guy, and they are young. Maybe in they are in 20s or not more than 30s. I mean 35 or not more than that. One person have a mother. Her mother's blood group matches,
Hmm.
but her mother cannot donate because she have diabetes. So she is in the waiting list for now. And other one is she's going to a dialysis, but her mother, she don't, I don't know, her family, no one could uh,
Match.
match. So she still is in the waiting list. The other ones, his transplantation is done and had gone a day before his transplantation. It gave him so much of mental peace. He was so nervous about this process that I stood in front of him and he was like, Abhi mujhe, now I'm getting the strength, now I'm getting the moral strength that okay, I can do it. When you can do it, why not me?
Hmm.
So I want people to come out, tell that okay, I have gone through it and I'm strong. So that will give, you don't know, but that will give a lot of mental strength for the people who are going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm feeling helpless that I'm not able to give them anything financially. They are
No, but like right now, as of such, if you're able to give courage, also it's enough
that's
because it's not easy. As I'm saying again and again, it is not easy. One needs to be rich mentally to help others. Financially, it's a paper at the end of the day. If they are ready to face the situation,
Mhm.
then finance can stand anyhow. Financial help can come, but if mental help is not there, how can they
Yeah,
survive?
meant that's what. Be strong, you can do anything. So yeah, that's the three
Me-
people with whom I want to help them, but I'm feeling helpless. So through this podcast, I just want to tell, if there is anyone
Hmm.
who is able to give some amount for their uh, wellness. They come from a very poor background.
Hmm.
So if
How much is the amount that you have to collect?
that, it's open, like those two who are into dialysis, is dialysis just keeps on going. No, there is no stop for that.
Okay, but like if even I start a fundraiser right now,
Hmm.
it won't cross around 1 lakh rupees. That's why if you have to start a fundraiser, I'll suggest you to do a thing, make a video.
Hmm.
I'll send if people are there. When this podcast comes, launch that reel itself on your page.
Hmm.
So I'll link the people to go on your page and find your page on Instagram,
Hmm.
and you can add the fundraiser in it so people can donate, keep on donating. How many years you want, you can just withdraw whenever you want.
Hmm.
So that you can do.
Hmm.
I'll help you with the manager and everything.
Yeah.
I can't do it because I'm already running a fundraiser for Vinita Raut.
Hmm.
So I can run multiple fundraisers as of
Yes,
such.
yes.
Once that is done, I might help you with some amount or anything, which whatever is possible.
Hmm.
But yeah, great initiative, bro. I'll like to see you running an NGO for such
I
dorga.
wish I will someday.
And
It's just,
what field are you working in right now?
I'm a law student.
Okay, so you're working on your dad's Nakshe Kadam.
Yeah, I'm continuing his.
So you are
Okay.
gonna continue his legacy. Cool. That is nice. That is nice. And I hope to see you again, once again, once if anything in future you come with new stories or something like that. But thank you for sharing your story. Is there anything that you want to share, or it's enough? If you
No,
want to share, we can continue. No issue at all.
no, I'm fine.
It's fine, guys. So I think so. That is it for today.
Hmm.
Thank you for watching. The story was really crazy that she has gone through so much suffering, but she stands on her 2 feet, claiming that it is easy for everyone who thinks it is easy, and it is hard for everyone who thinks it is hard. Just keep your mental health on check and keep yourself healthy, because your mind is the, you can say, the universe. It can channelize any energy that you want. If she can go through so many things and say that I am happy right now, why can't you? So let's take an initiative and help such people in need. If you're gonna register yourself, Nota, right?
Not, no,
No,
to.
Noto. So search for Noto. I'll drop some links below. I'll take links from her. You can register yourself as a Noto donor, and you can donate whatever organ you want, whatever vital organ it is necessary to donate in your current life. Like, you can do it while living also and after living also, right?
While living, it's not legal if they are not related to the person. It's not legal, but if they are, like, in terms of money wise, but like they can register their self with the noto later on, right? Later on, when the time comes, they
Okay,
can.
that's okay to say ki, like,
Huh.
when
But
later on when they.
families, if they think, if I donate, what will happen to my health? No, doctors do this with the all the medical
Mhm.
research. They don't tell simply. So don't be scared. There is a my mom is a standing uh, person who is strong person right now. She's running a business, a small business now, and yeah,
She's on a single kidney itself.
with a single kidney itself. There's nothing. She's as perfect as she was. All well to do within a month. She went to her working space within a month.
Cool,
So
cool, cool.
it's not like you will be unhealthy if you donate. So nothing like that.
So yeah, if you anyone has to donate anything after your demise, you will be donating an organ, not while you're like living, or like your life is going on. So register yourself. I think so. I might do it in future, not right now, because I need some courage for myself to do that. Because it is a big
Big
decision to
decision, yes, of course.
itself, and I'll surely do it, because see, I have to do some kind of
It's
help in
just
this
a
society.
thing you got to know today. You need to process it.
No, I knew this key you can give, but how I was not aware, and
Mhm.
no one takes it
That's
seriously,
the
right?
reason the story needs to be put out. That's the reason I am here.
Hmm.
I have come here. The story, they know this is there, but
Situation
what's
which goes on. So
behind?
this I need to sit down and like go through everything, because it was really heart touching for me to see the scars on your hand, the scars on your neck, the story that you told me. It is really, and no platform will take this. First of all, I take it because I understand what a person goes through, and I feel I should be the voice for everyone who wants to stand for someone. So great, thanks for coming here. How can I like my I'll be बोलते ना वो
If
रूनी
we talk now,
रूनी
we
हो
cannot stop.
stop.
There are a lot of things
But
to
I'm
tell.
closing off. I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll be thankful for you for coming up and like showing yourself and showing your story. Please share your pictures with me.
Yes,
how
I will.
how जितने भी pictures है, please share, so I can just put the pictures and people can understand the circumstances what you have gone through,
Mhm.
and I can connect and cut the reels as many as possible. So thank you again. Until then, guys, bye bye, take care, shabake, take care, whatever it is, peace out.
Thank you.
Cut.